Good morning all, welcome to Satsang. So for those of you who are not aware, we use WhatsApp as a means of direct communication. You can send your questions direct to me and I will answer them as it continues. So any questions about what is being said or about your spiritual path, you can send them and I will answer them as possible. Even when I'm answering your questions, you can ask more questions because it's kind of direct and we can interact a little bit easier. Okay, so let's make some silence first. And by silence, I mean nothing and no one else exists. Okay. So I have here someone, Saniket Soni. I've sent a request to participate in your live video. I don't know how that works, but we are transmitting live. This is from Instagram. So, well, I'm not sure what to do with this. Okay, so today we are going to talk about illusion. Illusion. And illusion is a very difficult subject for the majority to understand, see, because as it goes, getting closer to your world, to your most inner beliefs, hard beliefs, protected by the guardians of fear and despair, it becomes more difficult to understand what illusion means and what is this illusion. And people say this, but um, my parents are the illusion. My sons, daughters are the illusion. I have to eat and work and pay the bills. Is this illusion? It's not illusion, because if I don't, something terrible happens. And we can go around debating these things, and it is very difficult for the majority to understand it. Maybe at an intellectual level it becomes easier, but when it comes closer to fears, then it becomes difficult. So let's try from with a simple way. Some people go to dreams. They look at their dreams as messages for what they call their real life. And they see it. And sometimes it doesn't make sense, sometimes it does, and sometimes it is related, and all of this. And everything is true at some level. But the biggest message from the dream is a feedback into the nature of what you call reality. It is the biggest feedback you can get. And it is an experience that everybody has. Everybody has. You see? So when you go to this dreamland, that which you call a dream, and you fall asleep, then dream starts. So when you go to this dream, you have a body, you're in a place, a planet, a universe, a town, a house, whatever. There is these circumstances, the contexts. And you have a body, which when you're awake, you know that was not my real body, this solid body, what you call the real body. And it was not the environment that you're used to, or maybe it was, but you know it's not the same. It is something different. And some say it is a creation of the mind. And what isn't a creation of the mind? But let's keep it to the dream example. So in this dream, this body, this new body, you don't have a long relationship to it. It just appeared with the universe. So in the same place where this body appeared, other bodies appeared, trees, houses, everything was there. Family also, sometimes they are in the dreams, and they are all there interacting. And you look at yourself, and this belief, I am this body, is there. And if you reflect about the dreams, you will see that there's not a long relationship to the body. Attachments, the heaviness of the story is not there. It is fresh. But still, this notion, I am the body, is there. And you identify with it. It doesn't matter the qualities and circumstances that it finds itself. And you have different dreams. You're big, you're small, you're fat, you're thin, you can fly, you crawl, whatever. And it is always you. And sometimes you like, this is strange, but still that idea, I am this, prevails, even if you question it somehow. So the dream is not like an ecstatic image. So you're there, that is you, the body is you, and the surroundings is where you find yourself. So I'm this, I'm real, and this is also real. So the people you're interacting with, they are real for you. And there is this need to act. Even if you have something to do, or even if you don't have anything to do, the dream pushes you through it, to go through it, like a motion picture. Instead, you are inside the movie and not outside watching it. More or less, but let's not get confused. So you're being pushed into the dream, and you're interacting with others that are there, and you're doing everything normal, falling in love, hating, going after something, trying to enjoy, try to accomplish this and that. It is going on, and for you it is normal. Even sometimes, if you're finding that strange and you don't have much motivation to do things, you're still doing them. And all of this universe came out in a flash. The eyes from the body that you deemed real before, they closed, you fell asleep, and this whole universe arrived. With all of its importance and sucking your attention into it. So all these worries, you experience them, and the fear of death and all these things, you have these experiences in your dreams a lot of times. And you look around, it is real, the relatives and the story. And if you had more time in that place, you would build the life, 10 lives, 100 lives. It is normal, it is you, it is real. But every time you're experiencing the same phenomenon. It appeared and it disappeared, like this. No previous warnings. Even more strange, it doesn't start in the beginning. It is the beginning for you, but it's not like something it's starting. It's like you entered in the middle of the thing and you left before it ended. It didn't end it. You just left, whatever that means, and everything vanished. So the love you have experienced in the dream, that passion, for example, it disappeared, and you're not upset about it when you wake up. You don't want to, sometimes you do want to go back to the dream, but it just occupies your mind for a little bit. You don't suffer a lot to go back to the dream and this and that, because it was a dream. You know this. It was a dream, so nothing big important. So if your children were there, or if your parents were in the dream, they disappeared with the dream. You were not sad, because it was just a dream. So eventually, if you could stay longer in that place, you would go, you will go to study, you would go to college, you would start building a family, and all of these things. Because for you, that was real. The dream was real. It's not a dream, it is real. It's your body, fresh body, but still your body. So you're this. This is your environment. And what's happening, the impressions that are arising inside yourself, giving you the impression that everything is real. They are there, everything is the same. So the investment in those things, if you had more time, would be the same. But see, everything just appeared out of nothing, and then it disappears into nothing. No explanations, no ending. There was no fat lady singing, so it didn't end. Just poof, disappear, and you find yourself again in what you call reality. But when you were in the dream, for you it was real. It was reality. If someone asked you, uh, are you dreaming? No, this is real. Maybe for some this question would already make some difference. Wait a minute, is this a dream? But for the majority, no, it is real. And the impressions are the same. The importance are the same. This being pushed, for those who don't have too much interest in participating in that dream, they will see this pushing, like some forces pushing you to go through the dream. And then it disappears, and then it appears again, something else quite different. It's always some different body with different characteristics, some different environment, or some similar environment for what you're used to, and it is always very real. So the greatest message from your dream is the nature of what you call reality. Because that dream which is coming and going, is pointing the finger to what you call reality, to the thing that you appear to go back every time. Because as you go to the dream, that which you call previously reality, for you, it disappears. Others may say that it was still there, but what about the others in what you call dream? Would they say the same if you ask them? Are they paid actors to be in your dream? Of course not. They are the same nature. So this feedback that the dream is giving, you're the center in that dream. And others are giving you feedbacks. Everything is giving a feedback from the outside of the body, and from the inside of the body. All these feedbacks are coming to give you that clear impression that it is real. And by believing this, it is real. Then all these sufferings, all this have a stage to happen. And as you move around and give importance to these things, this is how they become big, enormous. But they are the same as the dream, what you call a dream, is always showing you. So this is the best example, one of the best examples for you to dive deep into the nature of reality by reason. I'm not talking about mystical experience, by reason. And reason can be, it's difficult to question things with reason, because reason is conditioned to the dependencies you have on what you call reality, on your own world with your particulars. So it's difficult to question beyond this, because it's like an emergency rope. It doesn't let you go deeper, because then you would, that world would not sustain itself. So the more you have the need to see things in a certain way, the more difficult it will be for you to go beyond this. So the exercise of gaining this freedom to question is very important. But the dream is there for everybody. So you have that person that is watching a movie, for example, and it is suffering with the movie. She forgot it is a movie, so she's suffering with it, and trying to make the actor do this or that. It is the same with the dream. People get impressed by it in different levels. And there are those that can observe it directly and see what the dream is giving you. It is there every time. The phenomenon of this center, which is the I, which observes, and that which is observed, and the importance and the reality which is given to it by this I, making everything look real and important, and these all that you already know. But it is there in a simple form telling you, look, this is the nature of what you call reality. And the more you invest in these things, in what you call the dream, the more real it becomes. If you can gain distance, and some of you can, it becomes less and less important. As you start to explore this, and it can be explored consciously, you will understand many things about the mechanics of illusion. And the dream is available to everyone. To everyone. You just have to dare to question. Dare to question. If you dismiss it with just a little explanation, then if you're not dependent on preserving what you call reality, you will see that as for you, as that center of silence which is there, these movements are the same. What you call reality. In reality, you call everything reality. Whatever your experience is reality. But okay, what you call reality, and then what you call the dream. And you call it a dream, not when you're there. Before and after. While you're there, it is reality to you. So where did it come from? Did you went after it? Have you created? Because now you're a co-creator or something like that. Have you created it? Where did it come from? A lot of explanations, but what is direct experience? It appeared. It appeared on you. You weren't asking for it. You weren't anchoring for it. You didn't choose the context, the circumstance. It came on to you, and it held on as much as it could. And while you were there, it convinced you that you were that new appeared body, that universe also was there, was real, people inside were real, and it continued to impress you. Because it is its nature, it is as it works. And this is a way. If you're in the middle of the game, it is there. Your answers, your visions, everything is there, is telling you, giving a direct feedback on the nature of what you call reality. If you look at things that are happening and trying to take things to apply in what you call your real life, you're missing the point. You're missing completely the point. It is giving you the most direct experience of the nature of what you call reality. Appeared, disappeared, and you even forget about it. And as you have a different, an intense experience in what you call the dream, a death experience, for example, that you're being cornered, for example, and someone is trying to kill you, and you feel the fear coming on, and then you wake up like, The vision that it was a dream comes immediately. And as you get taken by this knowing that it was a dream, your afflictions start to diminish. If it was very intense, it will stay a little bit, but as this notion, it was a dream, installs itself, then all these sufferings disappear. If you didn't have the notion, they would remain and kept on growing. So what to speak about what you call reality? Your life, your dreams, everything you are investing, everything you hold dear has the same nature of what you call a dream. Doesn't exist. Never did. Are you now? We can see this from different perspectives. One, let us investigate where the dream is coming, why it is there, and what does it want, and all of these things. And this is what? This is giving importance to something that it doesn't have. It doesn't exist. So as you look now to what you usually call reality, trying to explain the origins of the world, the purpose of the world, why things happen this way and not the other, what is karma and all these things, you are giving importance to something that doesn't have, that never did. It is the same. Or you can look, so this is a dream, it doesn't exist. So what is reality? What is reality? And for some, reality, because they move in the same context as illusion, it has to be something in the same molds, but completely different. And this can start a new journey of importance and and the same. And it doesn't matter in which context you are. As you are in the grip of delusion and giving importance, it is fine. Thanks for following Hinduism. I don't know what you mean, but okay. So the nature of reality. So looking at the dream gives you a constant feedback, reminder of what the nature of reality is. So now, if you would find yourself in the dream, fully aware that it was a dream, nothing of that exists, would you make plans for the future? Would you work tirelessly to build a career? Would you run around looking for relationships, for happiness, for all these things, knowing that it was a dream? And even if you did by pure amusement, it wouldn't last, and you couldn't have the same taste that it has, as you don't see it as a dream. It couldn't, because things would be missing there. The important things, the salt, the spices, and all the things that these fears and expectations and these strong impressions are there. Without it, would be meaningless. But let's make another exercise. As you look into what you deem real, hmm, if you hadn't anything to prove to anybody, if you weren't searching for this happiness, what would be the value of life? The majority has just a lot of beliefs about themselves, psychologically speaking, not the best ones. And they are going around into the world just to proving to the world that they are good, so that the world gives them a feedback that they are good. And they hope that that feedback will rescue them from their own beliefs about themselves. If this wasn't there, 95% of all undertakings you are into would just become meaningless. Your whole life, everything you're done and you plan on doing was just useless. So I've got a question here. How to proper focus in classroom? Well, not sure where this is coming from. What does it mean? But maybe this is not the right classroom. Hmm? Okay, so this is just for seekers of truth, spiritual seekers of truth. And if this is out of context, please make your answer a little bit more clear. And we'll go back to the dream again. Hmm? Bring your visions of the dream, how you live it, how it starts. Everything is there, the memories are there. How it begins, how it goes through, and then how it ends. This is the nature of what you deem real. See, now take the same vision into what you call reality and try to see in the same way. By a mental exercise, it is possible to see. But then, if you start doing something about it, and doing something about it means not doing something about it, not letting yourself be pushed into it, then fears arise. Before fears arise, they only arise when, well, there's some seriousness into the matter. Before this, the exercise even doesn't become possible because you're so dependent on the future, on these dreams for the future, on your undertakings about the future, that it's not possible for you to look at it in this way. And if you do, you will see a burden, a heaviness for letting go of these dreams. But then, if seriousness is there, fears will start arising. First, superficial attachment, then strong inner fears, until the fear of death, which is the last and biggest one. And I listen to a lot of people saying, for example, they do not fear to die. They will see it when they get there, because things do not, they are not usually the way they appear to be. because their power resides in appearances. So the nature of what you call reality, and that is everything when you're there. When you're not there, then it is dream. Its power is to involve you. You see, like a spider that goes and puts its web around its prey, closing, 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 closing from every angle. So it is like this. So as you open your eyes, these eyes, physical eyes, and look around, well, you are too far from the epicenter. When you close them and you remain at this inner space of perception, this intimate space, then you are at the epicenter. And this place, as you keep quiet, impressions are arising all the time, from the most simple ones to the most intense ones, to make your attention move toward them. Would it be possible to be stuck in a dream? Would it be? Perhaps. Let's say that you give the amount of importance necessary, then it is reality for good. But all these things have the same nature. And by having the dream as a perspective, you can see this clearly, clearly. So as in what you call a dream and in what you call a reality, if you're eager, just moving around and exploring and see what's new and planning and all of this, then you are very far from questioning anything. And the more closer to this I, to the source of the I, the more closer you will be, and this question will become more alive, more real, more concrete. The more you get away from this I center, the more lost and distracted you will be. And remaining here at the source, it's not easy. You see, as the dream comes and imposes itself on you, so does what you call reality. It is imposing all the time. But its power is in your hands, not in it, in your hands. Because you are the one who is deciding to believe. Even if you don't know that you have this decision, you are, by giving it importance. So the power is in your hands. Things will continue. See, the dreams will come and impose themselves. What you call reality will come and impose itself, because there's no difference in them. Absolutely no difference. But let's continue for the sake of the reasoning. So the world also, when you're not questioning it, things will go normal. You're looking for something, you're flowing, you're trying to understand what you're doing here, and all these things. So you're giving importance to the structures, everything is nice. When you start questioning what is the purpose of this, then that which was not an innocent thing, the circumstances, the people, everything, because there's no separation, they will start hitting you to reestablish the balance, to reestablish their own existence, because their existence depends on you. If you're not questioning it, everything is fine. You don't see this coming at you. It's like it is innocent and I'm here and I can be somewhere else. But in reality, it's not that way. But only when you start to questioning things. But even with that intensity, it is the power of your belief that makes the difference. And you'll be struggling with your beliefs and not with the world. Apparently, it will be with the world, but it is with your beliefs. Because when you have dissolved these gross beliefs, by staying still long enough, by not involving, by going against, then you'll be able to sit quiet. But if you're not, if you go back and give importance, then you will become more weakened and more weakened and more weakened. As you sit quiet in there, you will find yourself at that place just before the dream appears. Hmm? Because first you appear, then the dream appears. And you will see how impressions will arise. How, for example, if you say, okay, so if this is not real, I will leave it behind. Hmm? If you do this, you will see fear start trying to pop up. Hmm? These are the keepers of illusion. And as you live things like this, you are really, in reality, a slave to impressions. A slave to impressions. Your expectations, your dreams and hopes for the best, your fears for the worst, they are just shackles. Shackles around your wrists, your feet, your neck, to keep you there giving importance. Hmm? Kind of a little bit like that movie, The Matrix, everybody talks about. Hmm? So people were having their own lives in the Matrix. It's not the same, but just for the sake of entertainment. Hmm? But in reality, they were just batteries to feed machines. Hmm? So let's not get too much into this example because then it goes away. But this idea that you're moving around, doing your own will and all of this, hmm, and you're just a slave to impressions. And that which you deem more precious, which is your understanding and all of these things, this is the force that is binding you. So for today, I was supposed to go a little bit further into, more deeper into the subject, but I think we'll just stay here. Do this exercise of looking at your dream, how it begins, how it unfolds, how it ends, different dreams, different circumstances. No logic. No logic, because even logic is given by you. Things that disturb what you deem to be your logic, they are put aside for the sake of the survival of the logic. You're the one who is embracing things, giving it reality. But look at the dream, to its real message. Not what to do better tomorrow, not what kind of life you can choose. This is wasting the dream, wasting the message of the dream. Look at the mechanics of the dream, how it appears on you and how it disappears on you. And it is the same. It's the same. People imagine that they are a body with a mind inside. Hmm? But if we could do some schematics, and better not, hmm? But if we could do just for that simple, that exercise, it had to be the other way around. A mind with a body inside, with all bodies inside, with all universes inside. This would be much more accurate. But throw it into the garbage bin, because no point in doing this exercise. So by knowing what can make the difference, hmm? The difference is that you can, if this is all delusion, what is reality? You can move into reality, move towards truth. Now the questioning is popping up, but they are not getting here, so no point. So to start with, hmm, you have to gain some freedom from these shackles. Instead of moving around and smiling or crying, whatever the time of the dream is, remove the shackles. Hmm? Look at the dream, use it in your benefit. This reminder, this memory. Because if you start putting yourself and seeing what you call the dream and what you call reality as same, you will see the reverse mechanics as you go on to one reality and then to the other reality, then to the other reality, and to the other, and to the other, and to the other. If you keep this in mind, eventually you will start to establish yourself in a different piece. Some silence is there, and it will be more difficult to be dragged in giving importance to these things. So these loves, these attachments to people, to circumstances, to fears uh, of hunger, of deprivation, and all these things. What is their real value? And by abiding to these things, a lot of suffering involves them, because the belief that they are real is there. So trying to awaken, fully shackled, fully surrendered to these fears, not questioning them, it is just make believe, and it doesn't go far. It's just another delusion inside delusion, or a dream inside of a dream. So in the next satsang, I will be going more deeper into this. Today, I think I'll leave it like this. If you have any questions about what is said, send them now. But keep this in perspective. Look at the dream. Look at what you call dream and look at what you call reality. They are the same. Circumstances may be different. They are always different. If you compare all the dreams, all those that you call a dream, they are always different and changing. And they are different what you call reality. Only the time, the appearance of time changes. Hmm? But even time, there are some of you that already know that time is not something objective. Hmm? So sometimes time disappears, other times it is too long, too long. And I'm not just talking about if you're in a hurry or not, or if you don't want things to come. Not, it's a little bit more than that. Apart from that, it's everything is the same. And it is giving you the full vision on the nature of what you call reality. You're being thrown from one place to the other. Even these different changes in the dreams gives you more certainty that this is real because it is always there. You're always going back to that place. But if you stop making this difference in dream or real, then you'll see it. Circumstances appear to be different, and you are being thrown from one place to the other place, being thrown and starting again this importance and all of this. And it never ends in the end and never starts in the beginning. Just that. And you're being impressed by all of it all the time, all the time. And the root of it all is this I. So as you leave from the I to the mind, you're trapped. You're trapped. But this is for next satsang. So next satsang will be next Saturday. During the week, there won't be satsang this time. Then, after we will resume again in the days that we will inform during the week and then weekends also. So if you keep the questions to yourself, then there's no point sitting here and speaking, because if questions you don't send them, what is the point? So if they are there, if they are important, send your questions and I will keep on answering them. Okay, so until next time, reflect on these things.